Geeky Girls Knit podcast. I'm Cece, also known as Java Pearl.
I'm Damaris, also known as Damaris Dash a Bit Weird.
And we're glad to have you today. Today is a little different because you know what? It's Tuesday. Huh? Yeah. It's the 32nd of December. The 23rd of December. See, it's all throwing me off because we're recording on Tuesday. But we thought we would record a day early so that we didn't have to record on Christmas Eve. So this episode will go live on Christmas Eve. So it's our Christmas present to you. Merry Christmas. You didn't say Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
This is episode 120. Yeah. So we'd like to say a big welcome back. We love you. To all our returning viewers, and a big hiya to any new viewers. Thanks for giving us a shot. We hope you enjoy the show. Damaris, we had some people introduce themselves this week, so why don't you give them a shout out?
Okay. Hope, who is Mrs. Nelson 08 from Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
Heidi, who is Heidi the Bee from the Chicago area.
Yep.
Lori, who is Nagy Knitter from Kansas.
Yep.
And Selena, who is Selena Knits from London.
Welcome. We're glad to have you. Thanks for introducing yourselves. So, Damaris, if somebody's not a member of our Ravelry group, what should they do?
Join.
Yeah, like right now, you can pause it and go join and then come back. Do you think they did it?
I don't know.
I hope so. And then what should they do?
Introduce yourself in our introductions thread, and you'll get a shout out on our next episode.
That's right. Well, we don't have as much TV to talk about today, so maybe this will be a little shorter episode. But then we say that and then end up talking about other stuff. So we'll see. We'll just see what happens. So I guess we're ready to get started then. Here we go.
And now we're going to talk about what's on our needles.
So Damaris, what's on your needles?
Still Hexit Puffs for
Yeah.
a beekeeper's quilt.
Okay. So you finished that one?
Yeah.
Hold it up closer so they can see. It's pretty. I like the colors. It's pink. And?
I've got another one.
That's pretty too. It kind of reminds me of Christmas, you know, the blue and the white and the silver. It's like Sisters. It's like their outfit from Sisters.
Oh.
From White Christmas. Sisters.
Okay.
Sisters.
If you keep singing at every available opportunity, it's not going to be a short episode.
But I like to sing. I like to sing. Sing in the bathtub.
Okay.
La-di-da.
Okay.
Okay, so tell us all about this.
It's the Beekeeper's Quilt by Tiny Owl Knits.
Yeah.
And
What size needles are you using for it?
US 4 is 3.5 millimeters.
Okay. Alrighty. Sounds good. Anything else you want to say about it?
No.
Anything else on your needles?
Nope.
Maybe soon?
I don't know.
We need to talk 2015 goals. Because you know what? The new year is like next week. Oh, OMG already. Alright.
So it's on your needles.
A lot of stuff, just like normal. Super secret design project. This is the Doctor Who Companion Sock Club 2nd edition, third companion. So I've already finished the first sock and it's been tested, and so I'm just knitting the second sock so that I can do the photography for the pattern, because it releases next month in January. So I'm probably 75% done with the sock, with the second sock. So I've kind of set out a plan of how many rows I need to do a day so that I can finish it by the 31st. So that's on the needles still. Next up on the needles is my New Year's socks. So I finished one of the socks. I didn't get out the mannequin foot, but there it is. I love how the colors pooled. And I did a Fish Lips Kiss heel, and it's just my plain vanilla sock recipe. Toe up, US 1.5, 2.5 mil needles. And this yarn is one of the ones from the Golden Skein 4th quarter celebration picture. And it is Batat hand-dyed yarns, the dough yarn base in the Hullabaloo colorway. So the first one is completely done. And the second one is on the needles. So toe's done and I'm working on the foot. I'm using those asymmetrical needles that I reviewed last week, and I love them. They're wonderful. Yeah, so we'll see if I can get this one done by New Year's. Just so much going on with the holidays. And then the third thing on the needles, this is a new one from since last week. This yarn is West Yorkshire Spinners, which I love. They have some amazing yarn. I have a skein right there. Not that one. That one. There. That one. To knit socks for myself out of. It's the, is it pheasant colorway?
I don't know.
I think maybe. I knit the hubs a pair of socks out of the same thing, but in the owl colorway. Anyway, West Yorkshire Spinners, Air Valley DK. And this was in the rainbow colorway. And I'm knitting a baby vertebrae sweater for a friend who's having a baby. And she might watch, so I'm not going to say who it is. So, okay, so I just cast off the back just right before we recorded. So next up is I just need to knit the sleeves because they're both long sleeve. And then I'll pick up around the body here and the neck and knit a little band. Is it still called a button band if there's no buttons?
I don't know.
We will ask you. If there's no buttons on it, is it still a button band? So, if you know, post in this week's episode thread in the Ravelry group. The pattern, I forgot to tell you. This is the Baby Vertebrae pattern by Kelly Brooker, and I'm doing it on US 4s 3.5 mil and US 6s 4 mil. So, and it has knit up really fast. In fact, we were watching a movie last night, and I hadn't even separated for the sleeves. So I separated the sleeves while we were watching the movie and knit the rest of the whole back. So pretty much from like there down, including the ribbing, just while we were watching a movie last night. So it's a really fast knit. So this will help in my quest to get 100 projects done by the end of the year. I think I am at 97 right now. And I have one more for sure preemie hat, which will make 98, the baby sweater 99, the Doctor Who socks 100. And if I can get the New Year socks done, 101, that would be fabulous. So that is everything that is on my needles. Fun times. Well, we should move on to the next segment.
And now we're going to talk about her finished projects.
Because I have 2 this week. I bet you know what one of them is. I bet you know what both of them are, actually. Because what is always my finished project? Another preemie hat. So this is from my top-down preemie hat pattern, which is a free pattern download on Ravelry. It's on US 6s 4 mil needles, and the yarn is Marta's Yarns Metro in the Orange Burst colorway. You might remember that I did a baby vertebrae for our friends Katie, Jeremy, and Noah for new baby Isaac in this colorway, and this was just some of the leftovers. And this is number 39 for the year, so I will finish with 40 preemie hats. So next week I'll have one more to show you. Yay. And the other thing, do you see this awesomeness? Oh, this squishiness? Oh, I'm wrapped in squishy. This is my Neon Beast by Vera Valimaki. It is on US 6s 4 mil needles. The gray is Rainbow Heirloom Twinkle Light in the Fluffy Bunny colorway. And the greenish yellow here is the Almost Spring colorway in the same yarn. And then the pink is Madeline Tosh Sock in the Pop Rocks colorway. Let me unwind myself here and show you how it looks. Try not to catch it on my earrings, because I tend to do that. Alright, so it started here with the Fluffy Bunny, which Damaris loves. And then it goes into the Almost Spring. And then we come into the Pop Rocks. And then we go back to the Fluffy Bunny and Almost Spring and end it there. It is huge. It is so massive. I don't think we can... Hold on. Wait. We need to, hold that end. I don't think we can even show you the entire thing. Hold it up. And it's still off the screen. There you go, like over there. Wow. It's huge. And it's so squishy. It was a dream to work with this. So a huge thank you. Love you. To, hold on, I'm trying to say thank you to some people. A huge thank you, I love you, thank you to Emily of Rainbow Heirloom for gifting me the Fluffy Bunny in Almost Spring to review for her. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. You need your own Fluffy Bunny. She has an amazing range of colors, and Emily is one half of the Tin Can Knits design duo. So, thank you, Emily, for the yarn, and it is amazing. It's so squishy, and the color is just fabulous. And then, right here, thank you to my friend, Sam, from Knit Run Dig. She gifted me the Pop Rocks color for my birthday. And I love, love, love how they look together. Yeah, you're right. It could be like a joint. Oh, let's stay squishy warm.
I want the bunny.
Let's stay squishy warm here together. Hey, I'm connected to that. Well, with that, I think we're done with FOs. So let's move on to the next segment. And now, it's time for our favorite part of this show.
Alright, you're not in an Arthur Miller play.
Yummies! What are yummies, Mare?
Yummies are our current favorite things, things we like, things we want to talk to you about.
Yummies. And first up is a box o' magic goodness. From, who is it from?
Librarian Kate 7578.
Who is Kate, our sweet friend. Y'all might remember that she was here in Edinburgh with us. When was that? Like in April? March or April? In the spring sometime, and we went to the castle and the Conan Doyle pub and all that, and we put video in the podcast. She sent us a box of goodness from New York Comic Con. You want to show your shirt?
Oh, sure. It's New York Comic Con.
It says it on the back, too. And I'm laying that against your leg. Mine says, I love New York Comic Con 2014.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called, but it's from Adventure Time. It's a cartoon.
Yes, but I like it. It's a little love bug.
Yeah, that's what he's called.
Oh, is it?
I think so.
I don't watch Adventure Time, so I don't know.
I don't know.
I think he's adorable, a sweet little love bug. But that was not all.
I don't remember what it's called.
She said a lovely, lovely card. It's Italian. Isn't it beautiful? It's going on the wall. Okay, do you want to show these?
Sure.
The Hubs wants to grab a bunch of them. Why don't you show each of them, because they're beautiful. Just hold them closer. It's all Doctor Who. You know. 9 in rows, that's the Hub's favorite. Oh, wait, it's sideways. Whoops, hold on, hold that thought. Here we go. We're back. Yeah, there's Amy and 11. No, other way. Rory. There's the TARDIS. There is Clara. And there is 10 and Donna. I couldn't see. So there's those. We got lots of tote bags. Totes books. I don't know how to pronounce it. Can you say it?
Cirque du Soleil.
Yep. We got this fabulous poster that you're going to hang in your room.
Yeah.
It says, I'm a geek girl. I'm not going to read the whole thing to you, but it's, it starts with, I'm a geek girl and I'm a feminist, and it ends with, I'm a fangirl, a feminist, and a force to be reckoned with. Lovely. That's a thing for the Doctor Who store. We got comic books. There's that one. We each got one of these. Captain America. Your lap's getting full. We each got a program.
Yeah.
You have to take that because I got to get in the bottom because I'm saving this for last. We got magnets. Hold on, they're stuck together. There is 11 with Amy and the Daleks. And there's the sign from the TARDIS. Police box. We got keychains. Bigger on the inside. And Bad Wolf with the TARDIS door. We got... I'm dropping things. We got a TARDIS
I
pen.
want that one.
We got a Dalek pencil. I'm fighting Damaris for the TARDIS pen. And we got... Are y'all ready for this? OMG. It's a tote bag. It's huge.
I could fit inside it.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. It's huge. But I told Damaris, I'm trying to fold it back up. Ah! Maybe this way. There we go. I told Damaris it will be perfect for when I do shows to put all the mannequin feet in that the socks will go on. Because I can wear the strap across my body and it'll be easy to carry. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Kate. Amazingness. Oh my gosh. Kate's amazing.
Yeah.
We love her. And hopefully she's coming to see us again soon. We like that. Okay, what's up next? Oh, your thing.
Oh.
What do you want to say about it?
I wasn't going to say anything about it.
Oh, you want me to say something about it?
Sure.
So, Damaris's drama and musical theater group did a show back.
I don't know what a show back is.
Something that is at the back of a show. So something comes after the show. Because y'all did your show in November. But then they've been doing some Christmas stuff since then. So it was just a short little show with some things. So we're going to put in a little bit of video. What is it called, the song?
I don't know.
Okay, it's a song that she doesn't know what it's called, but she knows the words because she sang it. So, here comes the video. Yeah. So wasn't that fabulous?
Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed. Hopefully it wasn't too shaky because I was just like holding the iPad to record. So hopefully it's not too shaky. Okay, next up. Christmas shenanigans.
Christmas came early.
Christmas came early. Well, let's start first with on Saturday we had some Christmas shenanigans. Do you remember?
No.
We had lunch with some sweet friends.
Oh, yeah.
And they had gluten-free food. It was amazing. We ate Damaris and I actually each ordered a sandwich, and then we split so that we each got part of the sandwiches.
But then we ended up eating the same sandwich.
Yeah.
I didn't like the other one.
Well, it's not that I didn't like it. It was just, at that point, it was so much food, and I just was like, oh my gosh, I can't eat anymore. But they were both really good. But there was one that was better than the other.
Yeah.
So, and they brought us homemade chocolate-covered peanut butter balls. Oh my gosh. Yes?
Yeah.
They were amazing. And then church on Sunday. So it was the fourth Sunday of Advent. And it was so exciting because I got to lead the congregation in prayer for the fourth Sunday of Advent. And it's the first time that I've done something like that since my health got so bad. So it was really special, and I really, really enjoyed it. When we show the GGK Crafty Pad pics in a minute, you'll see a picture that Damaris took while I was up on stage leading the prayer. So that was really special. And then Christmas came early again yesterday.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us what happened?
My friend Hannah came to sleep over.
Your arch nemesis.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she brought presents.
Yeah. And I gave her presents too.
Yeah.
She didn't just bring me presents.
Well, she brought me and the hubs a present too. She brought us a big box of chocolate. Oh my gosh, they're so good. I love when you get chocolates and it's got the little thing and it tells you what is what kind.
Well, I should hope it does so you don't eat something you're allergic to.
I know, but sometimes they don't show you and you're just like, oh, I'm gonna have to make a guess. They're good. I had a strawberries and something last night. It was.
Are there any more strawberries?
Oh yeah, there's a bunch.
Yay!
So, we might have to have a
Dragon fruit.
dragon fruit. Cabin pressure. We've been having cabin pressure fun too because we've been re-listening.
Yeah.
And the first half of Zurich
Zurich.
is tonight.
Not Zurich.
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 What?
Huh?
That's not even a sound.
It's tonight, and then the other half is tomorrow, and then it's over, and I'm gonna cry. I cried listening to, what was why?
Everdon Le Bon.
Everdon Le Brrr. And Martin having the interview, and then
I'm like a duck.
an upside down duck.
Capsized.
Capsized duck.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. We got totally distracted. Hannah, she brought presents. She
Yeah.
brought chocolate, but then she also brought Demari's presents.
She made this cute little card.
I love it. I love the little butterfly on the neck. Like the little choker with the butterfly on it. And what does she bring you?
She made me this shirt, and
You're going to have to hold it close so that he can see.
it has Doctor Who,
And then down here at the... I'm trying to hold it up. There we go. Oh, it's not straight. We can't see it. Tell them what it is in case they can't tell.
It's the 11th Doctor being chased by a weeping angel.
It's so beautiful. Yay. Fun.
Yeah.
And what else?
And she got me a Wonder Woman poster.
That's so fabulous. I really like it.
I like Wonder Woman.
It's fabulous. So you have to hang it on your wall. She brought you a couple of the little things too.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to talk about your earrings?
Oh, sure. One of the things I got her was these X-Men earrings, and I got a matching set, so I had to wait until I gave them to her so I could wear them.
They're really cool. I like them. And we got them from an Etsy seller who made them. So, really cool. Fun, fun, fun. And what did we do with Hannah last night?
We watched White Christmas.
Because she had never seen it before.
Disgraceful.
I know. And did she love it?
Yeah.
Yeah. We also discovered that she's never watched Firefly before. The horror. So, we're going to have to get her going on that too.
Yeah.
I think that's all the Christmas shenanigans. Yeah. So, it's going to be a quiet Christmas, just the three of us.
And cabin pressure.
And cabin pressure.
I should have said and John Finnemore.
John Finnemore and Benedict Cumberbatch
No, John
as Martin, and
Okay.
John Finnemore as Arthur, and...
You're doing it in the wrong order.
I am. Well, why don't you tell us in the right order?
No, I think... Let's talk about your yarn diet.
My yarn diet. I haven't bought yarn in a long time. 1 month, 3 weeks, and 5 days. It's almost 2 whole months.
It will be alright.
So, I do have a question, though, because, I'm not doing this yarn. I'm not...
Oh, no.
Okay, I can't buy yarn until Edinburgh Yarn Festival, right? Okay.
Yes.
Now, but my sister, Carrie, and brother-in-law, JR, have commissioned me to knit stockings for their home.
I forgot about that.
They've commissioned me to make 6 stockings for their home for next Christmas. And they're going to pay for the yarn and everything, but it will be more cost effective for me to buy the yarn here and make it and then ship the finished things versus them buying yarn and shipping it over here and then me making them and shipping them back. So
you said if it was yarn for something you needed to make but didn't have.
Okay, so my caveat's okay and I'll still be on my yarn diet.
Yes.
Okay. And my mom is also... I knit stockings for them, for like all of us, and so there's a ton. But I thought I had knit one for Waylon, but I hadn't. And so she found the matching yarn to match it with the other stockings.
And I found the third matching yarn.
Yeah. Well, actually, she had found it in the store just at the same time as you found it online.
Oh.
So, but she was very appreciative that you found it because they'd been looking for days and couldn't find it. Weeks and couldn't find it. So she did buy that yarn and is going to ship it over for me to do a stocking for Waylon. And they found the beads too. They're going to do the beads after I ship it. Because what I did is I did striped stockings, but then I used silver beads that had letters on them to do the names on them. Okay, that was a whole long thing. See, I told you this. It's not going to be short because we start rambling about things.
So what's next?
Especially me. Next is your part.
I don't know how to start.
Hashtag GGK Crafty Pad.
CEO Starlet.
Hashtag GGK Crafty Pad. Tell us, what is GGK Crafty Pad?
You take a look at our prompt list for the month, and you take a picture related to that prompt for that day, and you post it anywhere you like, but we pick our favorites from Instagram.
So what are we about to show them?
2 photos from us that we liked, and 5 photos from other people that we liked.
So here come the photos. So those were fabulous photos. And you'll also notice that we have now published the January list. Yep. So we didn't even talk about what was the theme. What is the theme for December?
What is this theme for December?
Winter, Christmas,
Oh, yeah.
holiday, yada yada. What's the theme for January?
What is the theme for January?
New year, new start. Yeah. Goals, etc. Yeah. So we'd love it if y'all participate in that. And now let's talk events. So what are some upcoming events that we're going to be at? Mary, you start?
Every Monday we attend one of our local knitting groups, the Town Mouse Knitting Club.
Yep. We haven't been in the last few weeks. It's just been crazy with Christmas and family and all kinds of stuff going on, so we haven't. But we will be going back after the new year. If you're in Edinburgh or visiting Edinburgh, you should come join us. It's a lot of fun. Details in the show notes. Next up after that is the Edinburgh Yarn Festival, March 14th and 15th here in Edinburgh. We'll be in the Podcaster Lounge at some point. Don't know when yet. We haven't figured that out. Sam from Knit Run Dig and I will be sharing a booth to sell my patterns and her project bags. And then after that, Geeky Puff and Knitpalooza. Well, there may be other things in between that we don't know about yet, but that's the next thing on the list, which is the retreat that we're co-hosting with Sam here in Edinburgh. Thursday, October the 29th. I always want to say 28th for some reason. 29th, 2015 through Sunday, November 1st, 2015. And all the details are in the show notes, and you can sign up if you're interested in vending, etc., etc. All that's there, so you should come join us. All right, I think that's everything, Damaris. All right, let's move on to the next segment.
To talk about what books we're reading and what TV we're watching.
My shawl is laying funny. I just kind of whipped it around my neck. What are you reading?
I have like a couple of pages left on the Adventures of Huckleberry Finn.
You're almost there.
Yeah.
Living on a prayer.
Yeah.
So what is going to be next?
I don't know.
Hannah and I vote for Divergent series. You probably could get the first book done over the holidays. That's what I recommend. It's a good series. I really enjoyed that series. Anything else you want to talk about books?
Nope.
I am reading my nonfiction book number 20 for the year. I'm reading Gracenomics by Mike Foster. I think I have 2 chapters left in it. Just wanting to get done with it before the end of the year. And then fiction-wise, I'm still reading the Outlander series by Diana Gabaldon, not child safe, for adults only. Yes, okay. I finished this week rereading Drums of Autumn, and I've started The Fiery Cross. So I'm in the midst of the huge, big, thick books right now. So I don't know if I'll have the whole Fiery Cross read by next week. We will see how much reading time I get. And that's everything that we've been reading. All right, television. You want to start?
We're rewatching season 9 of Stargate SG-1 and season 2 of Stargate Atlantis.
We hit 2-parters in both of them this week.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, those are fun. We're rewatching season 6 of Gilmore Girls. We're getting close to the end of season 6, and then there's just season 7 left. That's sad. And we're watching Lois and Clark, The New Adventures of Superman. We're in season 4. It's the final season.
Yeah.
I love this show. It's so cheesy. It's fabulous. It's fab, Damaris.
No, stop.
It's fab.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Yes.
No.
Yes.
No. No. What's next?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes, yes, yes,
No.
yes, yes, yes,
No.
yes. I'm watching
Yes.
Everwood,
No.
yes. I'm watching Everwood. Yes, I am watching Everwood. I'm watching Everwood. I've been kind of marathoning it. I finished season 2, and I'm watching season 3, and I think I'm already halfway through season 3 because I've been watching a lot and knitting a lot. So, yeah, fun times. And the Hubs and I finished watching series 2 of Foyle's War. So, starting it on series 3 next. Then we have NCIS episode 12.10, House Rules. OMG, I cried a lot.
She did.
A lot. We saw lots and lots of the characters over the years. Several who had passed away. Oh my gosh. It was so Christmas episode sentimental. Oh my gosh. The premise of the show was McGee was writing a letter to his dad and reflecting on things that had happened and also talking about Gibbs's rules. Yeah. And then we found out at the very end, we see McGee sitting in a chair reading this letter that he's written to his dad. And at first, I just assumed he was like sitting at his bedside because his dad was really sick. But then it turned out that his dad had passed away and he was in the funeral home and reading the letter to his dad, and then he tucked the letter into the casket with his dad. Oh my gosh, I cried so much. It was so good though. Such a good episode. Really, really liked it. Next up is 12.11 Check. It's on the 6th of January, so we're taking a little hiatus. And then we also, the Hubs and I watched, I just dropped a stitch. Hold that thought. Got it. The Hubs and I watched NCIS New Orleans episode and Person of Interest season 4 episode. I don't remember any details. Oh, the New Orleans one, the guy, I don't know their names. Sorry. The guy has been searching for his missing brother for like 5 years. And then the case was they thought this guy had died in a bombing in Afghanistan, and it turned out that he didn't die. He had been taken captive, and they found him and brought him home for Christmas. His family had thought he was dead for like a year. Oh, cried. Lots and lots of tears. Okay, you're up next.
Elementary, 3.8, end of watch. I don't have a lot to say about this episode.
Do you have anything to say?
Not really.
It was the one where the guy was writing about what Sherlock said, right?
Oh, yeah.
And Sherlock made him take it down.
Mm-hmm.
But do you think at the end, I was like, I think he's going to let him put it back up? I don't know. They didn't say that, but that's just got the feeling I got from what happened at the end. Anything else about it?
No.
No. When's the next episode?
The 8th of January.
What will it be?
3.9, The Eternity Injection?
Injection. We will see. You want to talk about the next one too?
I'm watching series 2 of Atlantis as it airs.
This was the mid-season finale.
Yeah.
He was like at her bedside.
Yeah.
And she's dying.
But not really. Because she's a main character.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say about Atlantis?
No.
Okay, and then we're watching The Librarians, which is a fabulous series. It's a brand new series that TNT in the States has done. So there was 3 movies, made-for-TV movies. So the Hubs and I had seen them all, but Damaris I think she may have seen the last one but didn't remember it, so we rewatched all of those last week, and then we started in on the series, and we actually just watched the Christmas episode today right before we recorded, and OMG, Bruce Campbell was Santa. Oh my gosh, it was fabulous. So good, such a fun episode. And then you would say the last one?
We watched the Polar Express.
Hot chocolate.
Yeah.
Never ever let it cool.
Okay.
We really like that movie. It's fabulous. All right, is that all the TV?
Yeah.
Yeah, like we said, there was not a lot of TV this week, but next week there will, because not all of, but a lot of our British TV shows are having Christmas specials. So, of course, Doctor Who, Downton Abbey, Call the Midwife. That may be all, but then the Musketeers is starting back. Something else is starting back, and I don't remember what. There'll be the Sherlock special sometime.
Agent Carter.
Oh yeah, Agent Carter starts after the holidays. Yeah, so fun times, fun times. Well, let's. I think that's it. So we'll move on to the next segment.
And now we're going to talk about our Winter Wonderland Cal.
And Charity Cal. Yeah. So this Cal started December the 1st and runs through February 28th. It's for any project you knit, crochet, weave, or spin that you can convince us is related to winter. How can they relate it to winter?
Any way, color, purpose,
Pattern name.
size.
It's a Christmas
Shape.
gift. Anything.
Shape. It's shaped like Christmas.
What exactly shape is Christmas, honey?
Triangle.
Why is Christmas shaped like a triangle?
Toblerones. I don't know.
Oh my gosh. Oh, the insanity.
Well, Christmas trees, like, if you look at them from a distance, they're sort of shaped like a triangle. See?
Okay.
Star.
Yeah. It's alright, dear. What if they can't use any of those ways to relate it to winter? What can they do?
You made it in a time period known as winter.
That's right, because you could not have started it before December 1st, and you have to finish it by February 28th. The charity aspect to it is you can, oops, I'm dropping my sock.
You can drop your work.
You can drop your sock. You can, I'm reaching over here to grab a thick piece of paper. If you craft something that you then donate to charity, you can post it twice in the FO thread, so you have twice the chance of winning by doing a project that's a charity item. There's instructions at the top of the thread for how to fill it out to let us know that it's a charity item. And that's why you've posted it twice. You can feel free to donate to charity wherever you're at. That is totally fine. If you want to send stuff to us, we'll be donating everything to Knit for Peace, which is an organization here in the UK that accepts any kind of knitted items, from preemie hats to baby stuff to children's stuff to jumpers for adults, hats, mittens. What are you doing?
I want to hold it.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what you were doing.
I'm just
I thought you were trying to steal my hullabaloo socks.
No. I would never do that.
Yeah, a liar.
Yeah.
You're such a liar.
Yeah.
You sit on a throne of lies.
That's from the movie you hate.
I know, but I do like that one line. You sit on a throne of lies.
Okay.
Okay. Where was I? Charity. Yeah. So if you send them to us, that's where we're going to donate to. Prizes. We have a new prize this week. In fact, I'm going to put it up on the screen right now. Eileen, who is Twisting Pearls, has donated a prize. Okay, so here's the caveat. If you're the winner of this prize and you live in the U.S., you will receive this skein of Sweet Georgia Tough Love Sock, 80/20 merino nylon, 425 yards in the Glacier colorway. If you're chosen as the prize winner and you don't live in the U.S., Eileen will gift you a Ravelry pattern up to $10 US. So, that's a prize. We'll pick something from our bag of prizes. If you want to donate a prize, please contact us because we love when you want to join in. Is that everything about the Cal other than the peoples?
Yeah.
All right, so why don't you give a shout out to people who finished projects this week?
Okay. Andy, Angie's Hip, Easy Knitwit, Britter the Knitter, Counting ACCT, Denise Chang times 5, Fairy Dust 90, Gypsy the dog, Heidi the bee, I love my iPad, Karenina 4777, KSH 1 times 6.
Yes, I was trying to get the list together this morning for the podcast, and she was posting new projects as I was doing it, and it was really funny because I kept having to edit things.
El McCall times 2, Lucy Goose 88.
Yeah.
Mrs. Neely Johns, Orkin Vander times 2, Phoenix Fire, Pope, POK DEJ.
Yeah.
Rose Bob times 2, RS Island times 2, Stormy Sky, and Twisting Pearls.
Wow, great job, y'all. So keep working on those projects and get them posted, and yay, prizes. Yay. Okay, let's move on to the next segment.
And now it's time for Ask the Geeky Girls, the part of our show where you ask us a question and we answer it.
That's right. So, Damaris, what is this week's question?
This week's question comes from Celeste, who is Celeste, from the Washington
area. Sorry, I didn't.
The Washington. She comes from the Washington.
Yes, of course. So sorry, Celeste.
She says, my wife attended a divinity school in the Bay Area, Berkeley, California. We lived on campus and loved the community of students, spouses, and kids. Do you live on campus? Are all your neighbors related to the divinity school? Why Scotland for divinity school?
Okay. I just told Damaris we should have had the hubs on to answer part of this, but he has gone to walk and do something so that he wasn't sitting here while we were recording, which he could have. That would have been totally fine, but he decided to go walk around and maybe find a bench and read or something. So, let's start with the first one. Do we live on campus? Not technically, no. However, we do live in university housing. We are quite confused by it, but apparently, okay, so we live in the States it would be an apartment building, but it's called flats here in the UK. So our building has 6 flats in it?
Yep.
But next door, there's another building with like 6 flats, and behind us, there's several buildings with numerous flats. However, the building that we're in is the only one the university owns. So I'm thinking somebody must have like bequeathed it to the university or something, because there's no other university housing anywhere near us. So, but when we were moving over here, this was the only flat they had available that was on the ground floor, which of course I needed with the wheelchair and everything. So, so we do have neighbors that are related to the university, not the divinity school. But we don't have any friendly neighbors. We've tried to say hello and tried to, try to learn something about them. You're driving me crazy with this piece of paper. And it just hasn't happened. So, and currently we have no neighbors across the hall because there was a huge flood and they had to gut the entire flat and are having to rebuild it. So, yeah. So we technically do live in university housing, but we are not on the university campus. Oh, and I guess that answers the question, are all your neighbors related to the divinity school? No, none of them are. We do, however, have a lot of friends that are from the divinity school that we do things with. See them at church. See them at
We're often in the same place.
Yeah, we are often in the same place. So, so the third question of that was, why Scotland for divinity school? So, the Hubs already has a Bachelor of Arts degree in religion and religious education. He was a dual major. He has a Master of Arts degree in Christian ministry, and he has a Master of Divinity degree in pastoral care, I believe. Yeah.
Can't remember.
I think it's pastoral care. I know mine was spiritual care, but I think his is, well, maybe not. Anyway, he has 2 master's degrees and a bachelor's degree. And so the school system over here is different than in the States. In the States, for him to do a PhD, he was going to have to do 3 more years of classroom work before he could start working on his dissertation. Here, they immediately just put him into writing his dissertation. So there was no more coursework required. So we decided that was a better option because he really does not need 3 more years of classwork with everything he's already done. So, he applied to some schools over here and got in, and here we are. Does that answer the question good?
Yeah.
That's the short answer of it. We could give you the long, long, long answer, but that's a short answer. So, I think that's all the questions of it. So, thank you so much to Celeste for the question. Damaris, if someone wants to ask us a question, what should they do?
Go to our Ask the Geeky Girls thread in our Ravelry group and post it.
And then we'll answer it. We just kind of go in order, unless there's a time-sensitive one. Occasionally we've done one out of order. But, we'll answer pretty much anything. I don't think there has been a single question that we have not been willing to answer. So, feel free to ask us, whatever. All right, well, let's move on to the next segment. And with that, we come to the end of the show. I think we did do a little bit shorter show.
Yeah.
Okay, but we still have some things to do because we have a prize to give away this week. So, Deborah, who is the owner of Addicted to Sock Knitting, which started as a group on Facebook and has grown into a business and all kinds of stuff, she just started the Addicted to Sock Knitting e-magazine, and she donated a 1-year subscription starting with the current issue, winter 2014, and you'll also get spring 2015, summer 2015, and fall 2015 if you are the winner. So we had 58 entries. So we, just before we...
7.
Well, okay, yeah, because the first post was mine. So in the random number generator, we put 2 to 58, and we went ahead and did it before we, there we go, before we started recording, and it's number 34, which is, let me get right back over here to it. This is KPMCQS, who is Carrie from Hyde Park, New York. And the question we had asked was about what was your favorite socks, etc. to knit, how you did it. And she says she usually knits hers plain top-down vanilla socks on DP ends with a traditional heel, but now she's trying circulars, and she did her first Fish Lips Kiss heel, which is amazing. That's a great one. She says, I usually use size 2 needles, but I'm starting to experiment with going down to size 1 because they seem a little big. Well, congratulations to you, Carrie. We hope you will enjoy your prize. You have 30 days from the day this goes live, which is Christmas Eve tomorrow, which is today, but because we time travel. So anyway, you have 30 days to claim your prize. Send me, Java Pearl, a message on Ravelry, and I'll get your information to Deborah. So you can get your subscription. So, congratulations. Thanks again, Deborah. I love you. Alright, I gotta get back to the show notes now. I don't know what else is on my list. Oh, our friend Anna from Toil and Trouble Yarns is hosting a fiber retreat. I'm trying to get the timer back so we can see what's going on. Is hosting a fiber retreat in May in New Hampshire. Last I heard, there was only 9 spots left. So, if you're interested in going, details are in the show notes. I'm also co-hosting the Outlander Cow with some other podcasters. We've kind of all set it on the back burner right now until closer to when the show comes back, which is in April. But that's still going on, and there's details in the show notes. So I have not talked about this on the podcast, but one of our viewers sent me a message and asked if I would just mention it, because I've been following the info about it behind the scenes, but just to make y'all aware of what's going on. There has been a new law passed in the EU that goes into effect January 1st, which basically says that if you are selling something digital, you have to collect VAT, which is the tax over here, on it, and submit it to the office in the country of the person who bought it. Which, I'm not going to tell you the whole long story, but the short story is, this is majorly affecting all of these, our small, like, micro businesses, work-at-home people that are selling patterns, a lot of designers on Ravelry, and, yeah, it's just been a huge, huge mess. If you want to read all about it, I put a link in the show notes to the Shopkeepers group on Ravelry, that has tons and tons and tons and tons and tons of information. Casey from Ravelry and a company here in the UK called Love Knitting have worked something out where if somebody, a designer can opt in to, if someone from the EU wants to purchase a pattern they're finding out, like mine. So if somebody here in the EU wanted to purchase one of my patterns after January 1st, you'll click to buy it on Ravelry, but then it will take you through Love Knitting to take care of it, to pay for it, because Love Knitting is going to take care of submitting the VAT to the correct office. So hopefully it's going to be a seamless thing, but just an FYI that this is going on, and it is majorly affecting primarily designers in our world, but affecting lots and lots of people, and we're hoping there's going to be some changes to help with that. This law was put into place to help collect from some bigger companies that put offices in small places so they didn't have to pay the VAT taxes. I don't know, it's a whole confusing thing. But it's going on. Be aware, there may be some issues around the 1st of January as we try to get everything in place. So please be patient with us designers and with Ravelry as we try to work out these issues. Okay? Okay. We are Amazon affiliates. So a way that you can help support the podcast, which helps provide money to pay for prizes and mailing prizes to you, and badges for events and things like that. If you are in the U.S. and you are buying something on Amazon, if you'll click through our website, any of the books, TV, movies, we link the Amazon link, but there's also links in our sidebar for Amazon. If you click through one of those links and then purchase something on Amazon, Amazon gives us a little money back. And this has been our best month so far. We've had several people I'm thinking must be buying Christmas presents. So we've had a really good month. So thank you to those of you who are doing that. If you want a way to help support the podcast, this is a great way to do it. Is that everything?
Yep.
I think so. So why don't you tell them where they can find us online?
You can find us at geekygirlsknit.blogspot.com. There are links to everywhere else we are online. YouTube, iTunes, Ravelry, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc.
Yes. So with that, we will say goodbye. We will say Happy Christmas to you and yours. We hope that you have a wonderful time. And like I said, I don't know if it was last week or the week before, holidays can be a really stressful time for everyone. So remember to extend yourself grace and everyone around you grace as well during this. It's a little bit of a stressful time. So just take some deep breaths and let's give each other grace. Yeah? Okay. And we will be back on our normal recording schedule next week. We're going to record on New Year's Eve, and it'll go live on New Year's Day. So we will see you back for the new year, and maybe we'll talk about 2015 goals on that podcast. We'll see. All right, well, with that, we're going to let you go. Happy knitting. We love you guys. Happy Christmas.